My name is Sunhatkid. You guys already know that. I'm not gonna wear this hat for this video today because this is a serious subject. And you guys can tell by the title of this video what it's going to be about. I had a friend. His name was Danny. A lot of people told me not to talk about this subject. My friend's family told me not to talk about this subject because they said what it could do to me. But I feel like myself, I need to, because it hurts me too bad and it's damaging to me. And I don't want it to keep haunting me anymore. And I don't want you guys to be confused anymore. Because a lot of you guys want to know what's happening between me and Danny. You guys keep asking me over and over, oh, yeah, why aren't you in his videos anymore? You guys okay? You guys still friends? Danny, you know, done a lot of things to me. He helped me out extremely amount. When I was homeless, he let me stay at his apartment. He co-signed for my apartment. He did so much things for me. He did help me. And if you're watching this, Danny, I want to let you know that I'm very thankful for what you did for me. You have helped me out a lot, and I will never say you didn't help me, because you did help me. But there's a lot of things that I feel like I need to talk about. It's gonna hurt me if I don't talk about it. And I know you won't say anything, and I know that no one else will say anything. I'm the only one that has balls to say anything. I want to say everything that's on my mind, and I want to say that everything that has been hurting me, and I want to say everything that has been done to me. And I'm gonna try to talk to you guys like one-on-one right now, like I'm talking to you as a person. And everything I say, I want you guys to put yourself in my own shoes. When I started working in Danny, I was homeless, about to move back to Ohio. I had like 30-something thousand subscribers on YouTube. I was there in Ohio looking for another job. Danny hit me up. Long story short, hit me up. He was like, hey, you want to come to LA? Pretty much be part of my team. I said, sure, I'm down. You want to be a big YouTuber. You've been doing it for 2 years. One of your favorite YouTubers hit you up and say, hey Aaron, you want to come out to Los Angeles and film with me? You go out to Los Angeles, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? He's all nice to you. You already known him for like 2 years before that. It wasn't the same, you know, you kind of hung out here and there, but you weren't like friends, you know? He was like, asked me, want to be part of my team? Like, sure, you know? He was like, okay, but I'm gonna put you on a contract. I'm like, okay, sure. What's the contract gonna say? How long? And he says, 10 years. Okay, that's a little much. Let me ask around and see if that's okay. I just, you know, asked around, asked my mom, asked my brother, and everyone said don't do it. But also a lot of people said to me I couldn't be a YouTuber either. I'm gonna sign this contract. Everyone told me not to do it, but Danny said to me, trust me. So I signed it. When I started working with them, and I noticed after being part of the team, I was already friends with a lot of YouTubers before that. I'm not gonna name names. And he had me unfollow all of them, which to me was really weird, and I didn't like it, but I was kind of like, crap, you know, like I'm with Danny right now. He's not gonna help me if I don't do what he says. And that's what I felt right there. After I followed everyone on Instagram, I didn't want to, but I kind of had to stop hanging out with a lot of friends that I made friends with over the years. Also, a lot of my friends were confused. They were reaching out to me. They were reaching out to my brother, my other friends. Like, why did Aaron unfollow me on Instagram? Why did he suddenly start talking to me? The honest truth, right, he told me to don't unfollow that person. I lost a lot of friends over that. Aaron just suddenly unfollowed me on Instagram, suddenly stopped talking to me. Now he's with Danny Duncan. And now he's kind of cool guy me. That's not what's happening. Trust me. Trust me. But anyway, time goes on. I signed the contract, I'm in his videos. Long story short, more comfortable he got with me, more things started happening. Once he got his house in LA, he said I can move in there. So me, some other friends moved in there. And that's when things got a little weird, because things started happening that I feel like I was not in control of. That's when things get serious. We're in his basement once, and you know, he started like wrestling, you know, like how we started wrestling kind of. And when we're wrestling, I'm on the ground and he has me. And next thing you know, he starts just punching at me out of nowhere. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what is going on now? I was so shocked. All I saw was a big flash, like a big light. And he's just punching at me twice. He's just like, bam, bam. And then there was other people downstairs. And at the time, like, what is going on? Did anyone just see me just get, like, I just got punched multiple times for no reason. No one said anything. Kelsey was upstairs. I walked upstairs and I started crying to her. Not to seem like a wuss or anything. I just said to her, Danny just punched me in the head multiple times, and I was just confused. And then next time I looked at my head and I was bleeding, and I had a big lump in my head. So I was just so confused why I just got punched in the head multiple times. I don't know if he was trying to impress someone downstairs. I remember there's people downstairs, or he felt like he could because I'm in this house. That's all I could think about. But things got more worse. So there's a time when we're in Florida, we're at Tractor Supply. He was trying to get content. I was like, okay, I can lay on the ground and you can skate over me. I lay on the ground, and I remember I sat up and I was like, hey, I can give you advice how to like land it. Because he kept hitting me with the board. The date was March 3rd, 2020. I sent these texts to Kels. He was skating over me and couldn't get it and got mad, threatened to hit me. Then I gave him some advice on how to land it. And then he kicked me in the head and he said, why are you talking? And said, this was your idea. And then I said, I'm trying to help you get content. And that's what happened. And I was trying to help him get content. I remember that. And then he said, stop talking. And he wanted to hit me with the board. Then said, I wish I could kill him and he could come back to life. So I remember when he kicked me in the head, I was so shocked right there because everyone was around me saw and no one cared. And I remember I sent text to Kelsey that same day. I was saying that everyone's letting him beat on me. And that's what the problem I was having. Everyone's letting him beat on me. Everyone let him do whatever he wanted to me. And I don't know why. Maybe I didn't stick up for myself. There's another part. I'm just putting this stuff out to you because I want you guys to know that this is the type of position I was in. Like, we tease with each other, we have fun, and that's fine with me. I don't care about teasing. I don't care about that stuff. You know, it's all just fun and games, and we wrestle sometimes, and you know, sometimes it gets a little annoying. Come on, man, I don't want to be a teaser now. But it got more than that. There was a part where I was in his bathroom, and I asked him for a favor, and then he, when I was like in his, I was like, I don't know. It just makes me sick talking about this. When I was in the bathroom, I asked him for a favor. Next thing you know, he put a knife right to my throat. I was very confused right there. I was scared. I was scared for my life right there. I didn't think he was actually gonna stab me, which he didn't stab me. But I thought there was a chance he was gonna stab me, and I was scared. Like, I'm not like a wussy or whatever, but I wasn't gonna fight back. That'd be stupid of me. First of all, it was his house. Second of all, he is stronger than me. If I did anything, he would have stabbed me. So I just sat there, you know, let him do what he wanted to do to me, and just left it alone. No one cared after I brought this up to them. No one cared. They saw the position I was in. The only person that cared was actually my girlfriend. A lot of people didn't care. A lot of people just said, just don't talk about it. Leave it be. You put yourself in this position. But I trusted this guy with my life. That's how much I was so trustworthy to Danny. He was like my best friend. Like, I was the type of person, I texted him a lot. I said, you have a lot of people that are around you, and I feel like they're not your real friends. I feel like I'm actually one of your real friends, because I would actually, like, if anything ever happened to you, that's how I thought. I would actually be there for you. But no, I lost that trust with him, which sucks. Only a few people in that household that saw certain things. And it sucks that no one will say anything. No one will confront him besides me. There was so much going on, a lot of chokeholds, there's a lot of hitting, and I couldn't do nothing about it. I felt like I remember texting Kelsey, telling her I don't want to be her anymore, but I don't know what else to do. I wanted to leave so bad, but there was nowhere for me to go, and I was so scared of what was going to happen if I left. I'm on a 10-year contract. I'm not allowed to collaborate with anyone, really, because that's part of the contract. I'm giving him 20% of my earnings, which he did have me invest some of the money. So there's a lot of nice things that Danny did for me and made me strong, and I took a lot of advice from. But there's also a lot of things that he weakened me and made me feel so, like, almost I hated myself. Because I hated being there. I felt so lost and alone. I felt like the only time he would even talk to me or work with me is if I was getting either hit or if I was in his videos being a clown. The only way that I feel like he would actually accept me. And if I didn't do any of that, I feel like he wouldn't even acknowledge me. I was even in the room. You know, he's telling me I'm your best friend, you know, I love you, I'll do anything for you. But it was like, but if we're real friends, why would you hit me? Because it wasn't just the hitting that he did, but it was also the verbal abuse he did to me. And that's not, I don't care too much about the verbal abuse because, you know, he called, you know, whatever, I don't care. Some of it was funny, some of it's like on camera even, like calls me an idiot. But when we're just, you know, just me and him and friends, like down in the basement, and he just calls me an idiot. He can't comprehend anything. What are you talking about? I do know what things mean. He's always making fun of me about things about myself, about how I am, and how I, you know, even about my teeth, how my teeth are messed up. He always made fun of something. He always had to put me down about something. I need to say something. Something in my heart is telling me to say something, and I'm saying something, and and I don't care what people say. And I will do whatever it takes for me to feel better and me to feel comfortable and not to be scared anymore. Because right now, I feel like I'm doing the biggest thing that anyone's ever done in your team. And that's by confronting you and telling people the real truth, what's going on. There was a time when me and Kelsey were there, we were so scared of Danny that we had to literally eat the cereal outside. We had to be so quiet. That's how scared we were of Danny. Because I knew if I made any type of noise, I was so scared he was going to come down and beat me. I had to live through that with him already. Imagine you keep punching a dog in the face. The one time, you know, you go pet the dog and it flinches because that dog got so scared that you're going to punch him in the face. That's what I feel like with Danny. Like, he punched me so many times. Almost every time, like, he comes to me and about to put his hands on me, I flinch because I feel like he's going to punch me or something. That's how things have gotten with me and Danny. It wasn't a friendship anymore. I was scared of this dude. The reason why I stuck around also, guys, I didn't want to be some wimp, but I also was scared. I also had nowhere else to go, nowhere else to run to, I feel like. He's helping you. You know, he changed your life. Dude, he did change my life, for good and bad. I have good memories, and I have haunting memories that I have to live with the rest of my life. But the good thing right now is that I feel so happy right now because I'm saying something that I've been wanting to say for a long time. If I don't, other people are gonna get hurt. And people might still get hurt. But I've seen too much. I've seen way too much. The answer to this question, why I'm on these videos anymore, is because of all this. It all added up. I confronted him. He didn't like that. He got mad at me confronting him. That's why I'm not in his videos anymore. It's not because I ran away and it was a wimp. He just didn't like what I was saying to him. He didn't like that I was being a man and approaching him like I should have been in the first place. Right now I feel like I'm the one that did something bad, but it's not. I did nothing bad. All I did was I didn't want to get abused anymore. I didn't want to get disrespected anymore. It's the only thing. But everyone's so blind to it. So that's why we started separating more and more. You know, and then he started, you know, telling me, he started hitting me up more, saying like, you know, I love you, you know, blah, blah. But I just felt like, yeah, I don't know. I felt like I lost my trust with him big time. But he wanted to have some type of power over me. And he got it. There was a lot of times I did have fun. But a lot of times I realized like he's taken too far right now. Even though how much anger and how much hate I had, and I still have towards him. I've been trying to pray about it. I've been telling myself, I forgive Danny. I forgive him. I forgive him. When I first said that, it was the hardest thing to do. It was so hard for me to put out those words, I forgive Danny. Because in my heart, I don't. But I know I have to. I have to forgive him. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not just making this video to try to expose Danny. What would that do for me? Exposing Danny. What would that do for me? I want viewers, and I want fans, and I want family, and I want friends. I want everyone to know the truth. He was helping me, same time, purposely damaging me. That's what it really feels like. He was like, I see Aaron has a lot of talent. I'm going to weaken him. And I'm trying to slowly grow myself back up to being strong again. I do forgive you, Danny, and I'm sorry for anyone else who's gotten hurt. And I encourage those who have gotten hurt to come forward. Some people say they're the people they are and act the way that they are on camera, but I think most of the time it's not the person you think you're watching. I encourage those people who have gotten hurt by Danny to also forgive him. I'm so sorry for everything that has happened to any of you guys, because you're not the only one. I've got to the point where I was so lost. I was like, why am I getting treated this way? I don't understand Will I be in Danny's videos? No, I would never be social with Danny ever again. Will I ever see him again? One day, I can forgive him in person. But I already know what it's gonna happen. It's gonna bring up how much he did for me. That's all he's gonna do. I got you this, I got you a co-sign of your apartment. It's all he's gonna do. He would never say to me, I'm sorry for what I put you through. But I don't need him to say sorry to me, because I already forgive him. I'm very grateful for what he done for me. I'm grateful I'm sitting at 300,000 subscribers. I'm grateful that he did co-sign for my apartment. I'm so grateful for that. So now I don't want anyone to say that you're ungrateful, because you know what? I am very grateful. I'm just telling you guys the truth and how I feel and what I had to live through. More things happened, and this grosses me out, how much I tolerated, how much I let happen. Whatever happens in my life, I want you guys to all know, I just really do encourage you guys, do not let anyone treat you a way that you shouldn't be treated. Don't let anyone push you around. Don't be afraid to confront that person. Whatever happens, you let the person keep abusing you, it's just gonna get worse for you. And that's what happened to me. I let that first punch happen to me. And after that, and the second thing happened to me, I didn't do anything about it. After that, you know, it got worse and worse. I was always just like, oh, please, someone say something. Not one voice. I'm gonna leave it at this. Danny, don't hurt anyone else. Don't hurt anyone else. And your lawyer can attack me all he wants, because I didn't do anything wrong to you. All I did was tell the truth. So you can sue me, you can come beat me up, but all I'm gonna say is I told the truth. And that's what I'm gonna leave it at. If I saw you in person, I'd look in your eyes, Danny, I would tell you the same thing I'm telling everyone else. Don't hurt anyone else. I don't care that you have more money than me. I don't care that you have more fame than me. It's not just me that you hurt, Danny. I know no one else will come forward. I know other people who got hurt. I know someone else you also abused and hit. It's not my business to talk about. I'm not the only one. You worked hard, man, but you don't deserve some of the things you have, because the way you approached it was not appropriate. You damaged so many people on the way. I had to sit and watch someone else cry because of how bad you hurt them. Just don't hurt anyone else, man. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. This video is very, very hard to make. This took me a long time to make this video, guys. A lot of angry people at me after I post this video. And a lot of people who are gonna text me and say how much they don't like me, how much how I pretty much told the truth about Danny, how much they're not gonna like it, because a lot of people don't like to hear the truth most of the time. I already prepared myself for it. Everything I'm saying is true. There's one thing I said to you guys that was not true. I have people who saw it, who will come forward, I know. And Danny, you can say whatever you want to say, whatever you want to tell your viewers, your fans. You can tell them whatever you want. But as long as you're honest, just like I've been honest this whole time, I want you to be honest as well. I only want honesty. And I want you to know that you made me really sad and you hurt me really bad. I'll probably never be able to forget about the things you've done to me, because I remember the bad so much more than the good. And you have a good heart. I've seen it. I've seen the things you've done for me. I've seen the things you've done for other people. I don't want anyone to hate on Danny. I just want people to know the truth. That's it. That's all I want, period. And like I said again, I'm so sorry for those people that I've hurt. And if you guys need to come forward, come forward. Because I already feel a lot better by talking about this. You guys will never feel the same if you guys keep it inside you. And you worked so hard, man. You've done such a good job to get where you're at. And I admire you. But you don't need to hurt anyone to get there. Peace, Danny.